Hey guys, what's happening? We're finally back with Overload after getting sidetracked to Resident Evil 5 and Kirby 64. This is version 0.6, build 67. Just came out earlier this afternoon, so I'm on time with this one. And it brings with it the much anticipated Time Bomb, which is a new missile, a new robot called the Reaver, according to the patch notes, and a new challenge mode level called Blizzard. Now this first video here is going to be a hotshot run on Blizzard to see how far we can get, how it plays, you know, sort of play around with the balance changes a little bit. And then the second part of this video, in lieu of having the single player map, which normally accompanies one of these releases, since there isn't one in this patch, we're going to be doing hotshot on Syrinx, and we'll be able to see how the new changes affect gameplay on maps that we're very well acquainted with. So let's get started. Here we go. Before we jump in, I'm going to take a look at the control options here just to see if there's been any change, at least with what I'm usually using. Doesn't look like there is. I'd recently found / remembered that there's a roll 90, so I was messing around with that. But I don't think, yeah, it would not appear that there have been any control changes as far as I can tell. I'm not looking at these screens all that often though, so I could be wrong. There is a pretty significant change to the field of view. I'm going to dial this up to 90 just to see how it plays. This is a pretty exciting change. A lot of people were clamoring for a much wider field of view. I remember I was when I first started playing. Eventually I did get used to 80, but 90 is a welcome option. Also, if you know my saga with getting this game to run consistently, I had to turn the shadows off in the options menu here. This is the only way the game is stable enough over a long enough time for me to capture any kind of footage. So what you see on my screen is not necessarily indicative of the best that it's going to look. Mostly because I have the shadows turned off. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and the anti-aliasing, but this is running at 1080p native, so it doesn't really need it. But anyway, yeah, shadows, you'll probably see shadows on your screen. That's really the only change. Yeah, it would not appear that too much is going on with the, yeah, with the HUD here. So let's just dive into it. Blizzard is the new one, as you can see, straight zeros across the board. There was a slight bug. If you'll notice my scores here, and then if you want to stalk me on the leaderboards, I do have leaderboard scores. There was a brief bug in the last version or something like that that wiped local scores. I think it was over like one of the patches or something like that. But anyway, that aside, brief, whatever. Let's dive into Blizzard here. We're doing hotshot. This looks a lot like Pipeline. Just at a glance, it also looks a lot snowier than Pipeline, just going off of this first image here. The description is 4 vertical rooms anchor the corners of this wide frozen cave. Smart use of the accelerator tunnels will let you dictate the flow of the action. That's really cool. That's, I saw people talking about this in the chat, and I forgot about it until now, but the, I want to say like the magnetic tunnels in Descent 3, they're basically wind tunnels. I was itching for those when I first started playing. I thought it'd be really cool to go super fast in those. But they're here now, and that's really exciting, so I like that. Ooh, these are options now. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, let's see. So it looks like only one of these can... Okay. Oh, so it's like short, medium, long, I suppose? Maybe it only rolls like certain primaries in each thing? It looks like not every category has every weapon. But every weapon is in one of the categories. I'm gonna just dive in with the... Hopefully the Time Bomb will drop in a reasonable amount of time here. Let me just... There we go. So we're just going to jump in with Falcon Hunter and then these 3. Actually, Impulse. Yeah. Whoa! Oh, that's really neat. There's a fresh, like, there's a spawn thing. That's awesome. That purple flash. Okay, the HUD appears to be thinner. Maybe that's a... Oh, okay, that's one of those tunnels. The HUD looks thinner. That might be a function of flying around at 90 FOV. This also isn't performing particularly well. That might just be me, though. Because I was having trouble running it last night after some siege. Let's see. Damn, the wind tunnels are awesome. That's really cool. Everything feels a little bit bright. I think I have my brightness dialed up a little bit. Let me turn it back down. I was messing around with the post-processing. Everything looked super vectorized if you turned off a couple of post-processing things. So I was having some fun with that. Let's see here. Oh man, that's really cool. So the 90 feels a little further away, which, I mean, it should. That's like how it is. It bends part of the screen. Oh, I picked up time bombs. When did I pick these up? I don't know. I do not recall picking these up. I don't know what the power-up looks like. The purple is nice. I like the purple. Oh man, it's gonna be tough remembering which way all of these go. But I guess it's always like clockwise or something. I don't know. It's always on the right of the room if you're looking to the outside of the map. There we go. So yeah, 90 is good. It's not particularly distorted. It does make your targets a little bit smaller though. I might turn this back down to like 86, 84. But having options over 80 is great, and I know a lot of people were really itching to get wider FOV. A few people were pretty hesitant for it, or hesitant on purchasing the game for it. But it's in, and it works. So go for it. Okay, so that's the time bomb. Oh, okay. Okay, I like that. Oh, jeez. Is there like an indicator for how long? Yeah, I feel like there needs to be an indicator for how long the time bomb has left in it. Because I'll be able to... Oh, that's a cloaking device. Oh, neat. All right, so let's see how this is working here. Oh, damn. This is great. You can just sort of like surf around. And then if I shoot... Oh, they pick me up. Yep, it does last known, just like in Descent. That's great. Yeah, Guardians. So, does this... Okay, here's a question. Do these accelerate missiles? Whoa, it looks like they do. Or maybe they don't. Well, hold on. This is a better way to test it. I guess they don't, but they do seem to affect their flight patterns. Oh, shit. Oh, you know, I just realized the golems? I still don't know how to pronounce that. Those are going to be a pain in the ass. A pain in the ass, I'm telling you. If they get into those wind tunnels. That is not going to be a good time. Oh boy, I am really rusty. This is also a pretty lethargic start. I mean, we're at 30 already. I feel like it... Oh, shit. Shredders in there are going to be nuts, too. It'd be cool if these randomly reversed, or if there was like a way to reverse them, like a switch that would expose itself every now and again, and then you'd have the option to reverse them. But that's just thinking aloud. Shit. The flat, how flat this is pretty challenging, to be honest. You can't get that vertical angle on guys. I mean, you can from room to room and such, but it's you're not gonna have much maneuvering room unless you're in one of these corner spaces, which is probably like the countdown strategy, is to like either get in the top middle or sit in one of the corners. Ow. These indicators are tiny at 90 FOV. Microscopic. Man. Whoa. So yeah, I mean, not all that much to be said here. It's descent in a purple cavern thing. That's pretty great. Let me see if it looks like there hasn't been much change to some of these weapons. The Crusher is the same. This might be, oh fuck. Oh, nice. This may or may not be a function of 90 FOV, but the little missile indicators do appear to be smaller on the sides. Let me pull out the hunters again. Yeah, those two little dots, those appear to be pretty small. Ha! That was satisfying. Holy shit. That's cool. I wonder if those like accelerate debris or anything. So I just want to like throw shit at these now. Okay, so like if how do I select the time bomb now? Okay, time bomb is on 8. All right. So if I put a time bomb down here, yeah, all right. Yeah, it appears to affect the entire simulation. That's pretty cool. Boy, howdy, this is really coming apart fast. My turning feels a little weird. I'm probably gonna restart between sections of the video here, just to clear the whole thing. This is more to just check out the map than any sort of performance. The next one is gonna be like an actual run to see, you know, how well do the balance changes play? What does time bomb look like on other maps? You know, shit like that. I keep expecting some kind of secret door somewhere in this map. I don't know why. That cloak noise is really cool. Now that I'm hearing it again. Oh man, now you can like get behind them and just blow them to Kingdom Come. It's just great. Look at that. Damn. That's cool. And the changes in opacity for the UI. That's neat. That's really neat. It's gonna take conscious effort to remember where the time bomb is. So does a time bomb do damage? I can't, it doesn't look like it does. And it also appears that you don't move all that much faster than the robots do, if at all. Which, makes them a boon in that it's like pausing, like, you know, if you pause now it all fades out and you can't do anything. It's sort of like pausing but giving you a way to sort of fight through the pause, if that makes sense. It's like an overpowered pause button, pretty much. Which, I mean, duh, how fucking slow motion works in everything. Oh, there's one down here. Whoa. Oh, and then this one. Oh, okay. So there's like that sort of symmetry. And then this is... Okay, all right. I'm kind of getting the lay of the land here. The music's pretty neat. I can't tell if I've heard it before, mostly because I don't play the single-player levels, just because I don't want to spoil them. So, like, when you see me do the first impressions for single-player campaign levels, that's the only time I play them. So, like, if I were to go back and do Titan 6 or Outer Moons 3 right now, it would be pretty much the same as what you see on those videos. The reticle for quad lasers appears to have changed, and quad lasers, I think, might have gotten some kind of insane buff, because I just destroyed that Titan in like 3 shots. That was really satisfying. Now that I think about it, I want to try the Cyclone and see if that was tweaked a little bit. Because the Cyclone was the most underpowered weapon, like hands down. Not like problematically underpowered, but it didn't do all that much damage. So we'll see if that changed in this build or not. This has, on a scale of like pipeline to labyrinth in terms of how open this is about a caverns baby centrifuge. It definitely has a bit of a centrifuge vibe where you can just like keep skating between all of the accelerators here, or the wind tunnels as we're calling them, which is pretty fun. Like, I wish centrifuge had one of those, like as like a very bottom layer. You just put one with 2 stops opposite of where the other parts are. Oh, fuck. Or the other little escapes to higher levels are. You know, where that central tunnel is or something like that. Just thinking off the top of my head here. And then, yeah, just put one of these crazy wind tunnel things and have it take you halfway around the map just by getting in. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. It might just be me, it might just be the map. I know I say this every time, but the spawn rates seem pretty slow. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Super Guardians. Alrighty. That Super Goblin explosion had a Praxis effect, maybe? I'd have to go back and look at the footage, but it seemed like it did. I should probably have been watching, considering I'm playing the game, but I was a little bit zoned out. Here we go. Alright, fan favorite. Doing it all upside down now. Auto-fire Crusher. It looks like that spread was tightened on the Crusher a bit. All of this bearing in mind, however, I haven't touched this in about a week. Like, at least not seriously anyway. So I could be wrong. Jeez. Having a time of it here. Yeah, it looks like the balance actually wasn't really fucked with. Which, I mean, that's perfectly fine by me. It was pretty good in build 61. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That was crazy. Playing chicken with that shredder. I'm sort of the opinion that the wind tunnels shouldn't get stuff caught in them unless it's debris. I was just thinking back to a few seconds ago where there was a shield floating in one of these, and I couldn't get to it, and I needed it, and it would have been nice if it got like blown down. So it, yeah, just having that affect the object physics. So yeah, provisionally 90 FOV. I know I keep harping on it, but it is a pretty significant change. Ooh, time bomb LT. I bet that's longer time. Let me see if I can like. Oh, okay. So this is affecting their reaction time pretty significantly. All right. I better understand how this is working. All right. So can you? So you can shoot one. Oh, you can keep launching them. Does it like freeze if I have 8 of these out at once? No, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, I think there definitely needs to be some kind of an indicator. Maybe like across the top, like a little quarter gauge. Oh my god, what if it's frozen like this? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, alright, that's better. Anyway, across the top, like you see how I have my missile count on that one side, and you can choose having like a little quarter whatever, like a quarter. Oh fuck! God, yeah. If I keep launching those by accident, that's either gonna kill me or never affect anything. Anyway, yeah, like a little quarter stretching between the shield readout and the missile readout. That just, it's just a simple, fuck, I'm just an idiot. Simple gauge that shows how long you have in the fucking time bomb. There, I said it. Maybe I'll stop. Oh my Jesus. Well, at least I'm stacking up a couple of good kills, including a Super Guardian. That's good, right? Super Guardians are good to kill. Oh, fuck. Everything sounds very underwater when you have the time bomb out, which is neat. Not to be all like, that's not correct, but it's like, it's definitely underwater. Oh, here we go, Cyclone. Alright, on its face it hasn't changed. See if I can't get any more damage out of this. Yeah, the mouse control feels a little wonky. Did I change a setting? Let me double check and make sure I didn't. Aim assist, vibration, mouse and keyboard options. Limiting off, smoothing off. Yeah. Rolling, ramping. Yeah, it's all the same. Well, whatever. A restart fixed it. I think it might have something to do with, oddly enough, my GPU. Which is stupid, because it's like, it's a perfectly competent GPU. But whatever. I should probably upgrade the drivers, but I mean they're current through May. Whatever. Anyway, this is a pretty good map. I like it. Not gonna be in my rotation though. It's just not. Mostly because I'm bad at caverns and labyrinth. Centrifuge is about as constrained as I'll get. But who knows? I mean, I could see myself getting a lot of work done with the reflex or the flak or the blah 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 blah. You know, I can't. I still can't tell if the Cyclone's been buffed. It doesn't appear that it has. Not that that's like disappointing or anything, but the Cyclone needs some love. Just like, I don't know, 1.5 times the current damage value. Ah, shit. Slow motion death sequence. Ah, that's funny. Oh, and your ship actually comes apart now. All right. That's cool. A 214 is not a great showing, but against S-Guards and Hydras, it's not bad at all. And Titans. I had a bad robot roll there. So the time bomb does do damage. It doesn't do significant damage. So don't go killing nothing with it. Yeah, I guess I got Thunderbolt kills. Let's see. And then the heat map. Good. This is what the map looks like from above. As you can see, I'm really sticking to that top area. It doesn't show where you died anymore, but it doesn't have the bug where you died isn't on the map anymore. So, you win some, lose some, I guess. With enough practice and know-how, you'll figure out where you've died in each map. I mean, that's like no big deal at all. But anyway, this is what it looks like from above. And then this is what it looks like from below. And then this is from that one side, and then this is from another side. And that's great. Let's see where we went up on the leaderboards. And number 2, not a bad showing. I'm definitely going to buff that out. Low 200s is a little worrisome. It might just be because my mouse turning was all messed up and it's a fresh map. We'll see in the next chapter here what it looks like on Syrinx, and yeah, see you in that one.